All right, it's September the 8th, 2022, and it's 12:30, and we're down here at Sligo Mill Road. And I'm going to tell you how butthurt these individuals are in the Tacoma Park government. Taxpayers of Tacoma Park, you really need to start thinking about getting rid of these individuals out of your government. Don't let them fool you when election time comes with the lies and the foolishness that what they're going to do for you, because they're not going to do nothing for you. And I'm showing you they're not doing nothing for you other than lining their pockets up. All right, it's 12:30 on September the 8th, 2022. And as you see, this garbage is still here. Even if the police officer says, or security guard said, she was going to notify Public Works, which I'm pretty sure she didn't. There's no excuse for garbage to be here after you notified law enforcement that a crime had been committed, and that she said she was going to send somebody to clean it up. Unacceptable. But I'm telling you, they do this because the taxpayers aren't putting pressure on them to do their jobs. They're paying their hard-earned money for these individuals to do nothing. You put them into office to do nothing. They love to have that status that they're somebody, but truly they're nobody. And as you see, they came out here because, you see, they fixed the sign. So they're watching my platform. So you see, they came out and they fixed the sign. I applaud whoever came out to fix this sign, but you didn't pick up the trash. You see what I'm saying? Now I'm going to show you how corrupt these individuals are. These individuals came and took 9 vehicles on an illegal eviction. They took these vehicles, towed them up to Gaithersburg in a Montgomery County police compound, saying that the vehicles were abandoned. Okay? After going through so much and talking to the people in the county executive office of Montgomery County who released the vehicles to me without paying a dime. Okay? And I applaud them for doing that and knowing what the law is and knowing that some nefarious works were going on here. All right? My vehicles are parked. The Mazda 3 was parked on Sligo Mill Road. And Mr. Bushman, by his supervisor's permission, began putting tickets on the vehicle. Now, anybody knows you have to prove that you own the vehicle to get it out of impoundment. So they sent the bill to Takoma Park. We calculated it to probably $20,000 or so for 9 vehicles to be impounded, which Takoma Park, or the owner of the property who fictitiously made this eviction, has to pay that bill. Unless Montgomery County waives it, and which they shouldn't waive it, because tow companies have to get paid. They people have to get paid for holding these vehicles. And it's Takoma Park's fault for fabricating this illegal tow in the first place. So Mr. Bushman decides, with the permission of his supervisors, to start putting tickets on the Mazda 3. And he did that in a cunning kind of way to try to accumulate the tickets so that he could tow the vehicle. which was legally parked on the side of the street. He wishes to say that it wasn't registered and it didn't have legal tags on it. Again, there is no law stating that a citizen has to register their vehicle or their private property with a government agency. And no government can make such a law to violate a person's civil rights or constitutional rights. So they have a problem now. You know, and then they get on my platform and they got all these little bootlickers making all these comments. Well, they know that they can't get the money from me. So what do? They go and try to extort the money from the previous owner of the vehicle. That's right. They contacted the previous owner trying to get him to pay the tickets off, as though the owner wasn't going to call me and let me know. It's just more evidence and more witnesses to prove in a court the harassment and the extortion of this little town. There's Tacoma Park right there. That's a Tacoma Park vehicle right there. It's probably Bushman driving by. He didn't put a ticket on the car. If the car is illegal, what difference does it make if I'm videotaping you or not? Put the ticket on the car. It's not that. That was a Takoma Park parking enforcement vehicle. I'm gonna walk down here and see if he's down here. But let me finish telling you. So he tried to extort the money from the previous owner, who's in another state. He drove right by this car here and didn't even say nothing to him. You see, they're not down here to enforce anything. They're down here to try to intimidate. This guy here has been sitting here. He drove right by him. That was a parking enforcement vehicle, Mr. Bushman. So if this car is illegally here, why didn't he stop and put the ticket on it? What difference does it make if I'm standing here or not? He drove by, no ticket on the car. Let's sit here and wait and see if he comes back by. I should hide in the bushes to see, but he's probably doing a circle. So I'm gonna hide in the bushes. I'm gonna catch him. But again, they're trying to extort the money from the previous owner of the vehicle. Here he is right here. Look at him. Look at him. That's Bushman. He's parking enforcement. If he's parking enforcement, why is he not putting a ticket on the car right now? I'm gonna catch up to him. Watch this. Hold that light. Hold that green light. Look at it. See the emblem in his car? Parking enforcement. Why won't he put a ticket on the car then? Strictly intimidation. Trying to intimidate. He just drove by my car, didn't put a ticket on it because he saw me standing out there. Isn't that some shit? The individual who's impersonating a police officer. There he is down there. Going back to the office. I'm gonna see if he do a U-turn. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over here in these bushes. I'm gonna wait for him. Look at that ugly nigga right sitting right over there. Okay, he did a U-turn. Let's see. You still running your mouth? You still running your mouth? Look at that. Look at that. This is the foolishness. They looking for you at St. Elizabeth. That's a crazy individual work at Jiffy Lube. I'll get back to her later, but she got some mental issues. I guess she loved to see me. But again, let's sit here and wait to see if Mr. Bushman comes back and puts tickets on the car. What difference does it make if I'm standing here or not? I'm illegally parked or storage from his standpoint, breaking the law. Why not put the ticket on there when I'm standing there? Because I'm not. This is an intimidation. You saw him drive by twice. If a citizen is breaking the law, what difference does it make if they're there or not? You have the law backing you up. I'm gonna sit out here for a few minutes to see if he comes back by. This is what I mean. This is nothing but an intimidation tactic. All right, I'm gonna cut you off here. Get you stay tuned for if he comes back through here. If he's trying to sneak back and put a ticket on there, because he's gonna put a ticket on there. You know, he's gonna sneak back in here when I'm not here and put a ticket on there. Why didn't he do it when I was right here? Because it isn't against the law. This is an intimidation to try to get money. The $20,000 or so what Montgomery County is charging them for the illegal storage that they made the first time when they told them in April. But I'm telling you, this is a corrupt government of Tacoma Park, Maryland. And like I said, every time he puts a ticket on it, I'm going to walk the town of Takoma Park and show you, the citizens, how your money is getting extorted from you because they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. You know, and then we ran into him yesterday impersonating a police officer. And as you see, the statute for impersonating a police officer. These people don't even follow the law. They make up their own laws, just like they made up this law that you have to register your private property. Show me the law. And don't show me the 10th Amendment and that Congress can make laws. Congress cannot make a law to override a person's constitutional rights. My property is secured under the 4th Amendment, and therefore I don't have to give up my information to a government agency. And that's what you do when you fill out and go to the motor vehicles to get that tag and driver's license. You give up all your information to get a driver's license and to put tags on a car. And my private information is secured. Stay tuned.